We are live. Sorry. Um, I will move this for a minute. Welcome to a week in review with me, Willow a Witch. The altar awaits. And when I say altar, it can be anything. My small little altar that I take everywhere that you see in the pictures. I can't really but that is just crystals and a card. I have Saint Cyprian, I have Egyptian, I have Buddhist, I have a mixture of a creative and a full Hecatean in my room. So this has been a week for me. I am sure that you're all glad that Mercury has now gone direct. The last 3 months have been a little crazy, to say the least. Now, I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing this. Okay. So, first of all, I'm at home. Yay. I'm feeling a lot better, but not 100%. I'm going to be referring to notes, and this is why. I just wanted to say quickly, if I come off repetitive, I'm checking my notes more than usual. It's because I'm still recovering from something medical that happened. I was overdosed with lidocaine. A couple weeks ago, I hurt my back. I went to a pain specialist, and you're only supposed to get a couple of injections. I got them all the way up. I sat there for a few hours. I couldn't drive. I shouldn't have even driven. That can last for months. And the slow progression became me passing out. I'd be mid-text. I'd pass out, phone on the floor, whatever is in my hand on the floor. It was scary. Welcome, Carolyn and Pebble Heart. Thank you for joining. Okay, I was just going over. I don't want to cry, but I do. Okay, so if I'm repetitive, I was overdosed with lidocaine when my doctor decided to inject me after I hurt my back a few weeks ago. That can last for months. It causes fainting, brain fogs. It can even cause stroke and death. Now, I considered myself lucky. But when I couldn't remember the name of my own book, I'll tell you, I was panicking. But I feel a lot better. But I have notes because I will get repetitive. So forgive me. I do pretty much remember everything, but I just want it to flow nicely. And if I'm glad you're here too. If anybody has questions about yoga poses and about how to get into them, where you should feel them, please message me. Leave it in the chat. I will answer any questions. This is not meant to be a class. This is meant to teach you how to do these poses. Then what you do with them is you put them together through the week as they go. Practice one-on-one. I mean, it depends on your expertise with it, right? Take it as it is. I'm pairing it with cards. I'm pairing it with chakras. It's supposed to flow in a way that it moves with the universe and us, our bodies, our spirits. Hmm? Okay. So Lidocaine, if you get it done, um, a couple of I'm freezing on me. Well, I hope I'm not freezing. My internet looks pretty stable. Dizziness, fainting, nausea. They did some scans, MRIs and CTs. They found a few things, one of which is called a meningioma, which is a benign tumor in the lining of the brain. It's not something serious right now, but they have to monitor it once a year. It actually sits in the derma layer of your brain. But literally, the one nurse told me they found a tumor, and all night I had no idea what that meant until the next day, till someone explained it to me. So that was kind of a cringy night in the hospital, to be honest. But honestly, this being back in my space, where all my altars are, where everything that makes me feel safe. Now I'm going to cry. All the well-wishers that said, don't push. For me, this isn't pushing. For me, this is sitting with a south-facing window where my rose bush is getting ready to bloom. A ton of buds are. I will take pictures as soon as it's ready. My cat sits there and suns. I think she might be in that basket right now. This is my working space. This is where I do my readings. This is where I do art. So this is where it gives me meaning, purpose, safety. And I'm surrounded by my faith. So a week in review, March 16th to 21st. Monday was Eagle. It was about pulling inward, stabilizing, holding your center. Midweek, emotional processing, movement, emotional weight, reflection, things come up. Transition, fog and release, confusion, heaviness, not having full clarity. Equinox, death and rebirth. With a death card, not an ending of fear, but a transformation, letting go, clearing space, stepping into something new, balance returned. The Three of Staves yesterday pushes that movement forward, but we are grounded in Taurus. So that means it's forward without all of the miscommunication, but still careful. Just because Mercury's gone direct, it's just gone direct. I think we're also in waxing gibbons. Oh, sorry, waxing crescent. Waxing moon, creation. So the waxing moon is about creation, and the equinox too is about creation. Slow forward motion. I covered the Taurus. So if we put them together, Mercury direct, mind is clearing, fog is lifting. Waxing moon, building energy. Taurus moon, slow, grounded movement. So we did eagle, background, fish opened, V-sits, triangle, and whatever comes today. On the 16th, we got the Four of Staves and the throat, foundation and expression. This was about finding stability in your voice, speaking from a place that felt safe, supported, and grounded. That was the cathartic crying. 17th, King of Chalices and Third Eye, emotional mastery and inner knowing. Then we moved into emotional control and intuition, not reacting, but observing, trusting what we feel without letting it overwhelm us. 18th, the Nine of Chalices, heart chakra and the new moon, wish fulfillment and emotional opening. With the new moon, this was a reset, allowing ourselves to feel joy again, to reconnect to what we truly want, and opening to the heart to receive it. The 19th, the 10 of staves and the throat again. This time, I asked you to do drumming and throat singing. I left my drum in the other room. My bad. I will go grab it if anybody wants me to. It's an amazing drum. And I can show you what throat singing looks like if you want. Just say the word. March 20th, death, solar plexus, spring equinox. That was the one, that was Friday. I wanted to do it live. I wish I had had the energy, because when that card came up, I was just like, oh my God, are you serious? This would have just hit so hard. Like, I want you all to understand, even though I'm reading from notes, I know what's gone on, but I can get off track. So notes are good for me. And plus we're reviewing everything we've done and how it's moved. And I want to know how it's happened for you. In comments, DMs, these last 3 months, all my clients have been going through it. My friends, everybody, arguments. I know with my own life what's been going on, but with all my clients, the heavy, heavy stuff, I finally feel like this is lifting. But if you haven't processed it, it will follow you. So make sure that you do the, I'm going to put this on silent. There we go. Make sure you do the things that you need to release whatever happened in the last few months. So the 21st, Three of Staves, sacral and chakra. Now, the Three of Staves is about creativity, but it's cautiously. And also in traditional tarot, it can be relying on two trusted friends as well to help you build up that mountain. It's another message I normally give with the three. This week moved us through expression, emotion, release, and transformation, and now into creation and forward motion. We've released, we've transformed, and now we begin again. The chakras, throat, third eye, heart, throat, solar plexus, sacral. That is a full energetic cycle. Expression, intuition, feeling, release, power, creation. That is alignment. There. Okay, so how I do this, I'm going to put this so you can actually see my hands. So this is what I do when I'm doing the pull. Is I open up the counterclockwise the energy. And then when I feel like it's enough, then I close it clockwise. Everything needs balance. Yin yang, male, female. The whole universe is about balance. Now, there is something, a little something that I say. This is something I was taught by Jason Miller in one of his classes on advanced Hecatian work. Hail Hecatia, the threshold key holder of the world. Hail Enodia, keeper of 3 and 4 crossroads. Hail Phosphorus, who dispels the darkness of light. Send me 78 lampheads, illuminate the tapestry of time, woven by the filaments of fate. Io Heka, Io Ho. Before I could do that, I had to take a walk with the lampads, or night nymphs as they're called. It was an amazing walk. I know I wrote something about it, but if you want to know more, ask me and I'll tell you. But basically that prayer is I'm asking for, because in a tarot deck, there's 78 cards. So I'm asking for clarity. Oh, we begin with the Fool. Perfect. Oh, and here my little, I did put this, bring this so you can see my little setup that I do. I mean, I will move it next to my bed, but for now, the Fool is literally beginnings. It's spring. It's being a child again. It's a lot of people think the Fool is it's something different. I will tell you its actual meaning, but it's about exactly where we are. New beginnings. How I like to express the Fool is jump in the puddles with your kids. Watch something that makes you feel your inner child again. I'll post the actual meaning, but that's it. So this is perfect for where we are. I am taking out the sacral where we were yesterday because I don't want it to repeat. Now, I started doing that because things were coming up too much. And I'm going to add the rest of the 12. But let's just let this come out as it comes. So whatever the day was before, I'm leaving that one out, just so it just doesn't keep repeating, just doing a sacral chakra 7-day work, which would be a little bit, I mean, you can, but I think it's a bit more interesting to find something a bit different and see how they connect to each other. So we have the root, and this is perfect for beginnings. So the root, uh, red jasper, bloodstone, carnelian, garnet, back, feet, hips, spine, legs, Taurus. We are in Taurus. See what I mean? This is how you know when things come out semi-random, but there is a reason. And then it has its second part to it. I just have to find it. Okay. So yeah, red jasper. Actually, last night I just bought a silver cross with a garnet in the middle. I'm making a Saint Cyprian rosary. And I wanted red in there, but it felt like, because I have these little howlite skull beads, and I'm putting 7 in there for the 7, 7 planets, and it is Cyprianic stuff. Regardless, so red jasper, garnet, but the root, the fool, beginnings. That's what today is about. Okay, I'm going to push this aside, and then now you can see me again. So that is how I do these things every day. I don't pick them and choose what comes. I let what comes. Like I just let it be. Just let it be. I want to break out in that song, but none of y'all want to hear that. Oops. This white opal plate, Eye of Shiva. So having stones that do all the chakras is always nice. Having the ones that are specific, like red carnelian, I have up there. And beside my bed, I have everything. But having like Gabora is another one that does all the chakras, and Eye of Shiva. The goddess stone, of course, is connection to the goddess. Whenever I do readings for people, I always fiddle with this. It's a palm stone. It feels nice. I love this stone. And then the pink opal for softness, for love. But we're a bunch of fools today. So we're going to have fun. We're going to go through the poses. However, I also want to show you how to warm up your body a bit. And proper breathing. And please ask questions. Whether add effects using hand gestures. I have this new computer, and it pops up with all these little nifty things. Turn on reactions to express yourself with a hand gesture during a video call. I am not messing around with that right now. Maybe one day I will do that, but today, who knows what that would become of itself. So you need to be able to see the mat. Okay, so we're going to start off standing. I will be moving this around a little bit because it's important that you see the progression. Whenever I stand, I don't stand straight up. I slowly come up. Make sure there's nothing in the way. So to start yoga, this is really trying to figure out a way that I can get the whole scope of everything is difficult. Right. So I went over the importance of toes. So spreading your toes like your fingers on the mat and then gripping them. Always starting in mountain pose. And mountain pose isn't slump forward. Mountain pose is like you are the mountain. You engage the glutes, the thighs, shoulders go back, arms go out. And a few breaths. When you're breathing in light, and you're breathing out darkness. Now what we do is we anchor ourselves to the earth. So you imagine from your feet that there's little roots growing. Whether you're in an apartment or a house, they go right through the cement into the earth. And visualize that connection. And also, so the root, the red, think of that red light. So energetically, so we were split in actually three. If we go through polyvagal, which I do talk about, there is distinct things that happen with the spine. So from root to L1, and then you go into your lumbar and thoracic and cervical axis and atlas. So this is the same whether we're talking chakras or polyvagal. I'm going to get this mounted on something so it doesn't look so crazy. If your root is off, so it's your hip bones, so stuff, spinal curvations, pain associated with sitting, sciatica, stuff like that. So when your root is blocked, and your lower legs, feet, toes, poor circulation, this is all like lower back. Just a little extra information. Okay, so the roots growing from your feet into the ground, but also this red line that goes from what I call hara, your gut instinct, sits right here. Move myself away. So after your root, sacral, then hara. Hara is gut instinct. So from hara down is like a red light that connects you to the core of the earth, but your feet are grounded to the earth. Then from here up, this is axis mundi. This is a blue light that goes all the way up and all the way to the heavens. This now keeps you in alignment. Now, whether you believe in polyvagal, whether you believe in chakras, your central channel is the same. And it's that current, that Ida Pingala, that move through and connecting to that access point within you. So breathe in the light. Breathe in the sun of the new equinox, of the spring, of the beauty that is going to be blooming soon. Breathe out, release any darkness you've held over the last 3 months, any arguments, any tears, anything that's held you back. Now we're going to do it with a little bit of movement. So arms are going to come down, come up into prayer 3 times. Energetically, if you want to be imagining, so while you're going throughout the day, you've got connection to the heavens, connections to the earth. Now, if you want a bubble around you, like a golden bubble, so people's energies can't come close into your space, this is how you do it. Right? Back is like this. Around. This is how not to wind up with the energy of others that you don't want. And that happens a lot. I'm pretty sure we started out with eagle. So we are standing. It should be a little activation if you want to move your legs just a little bit. We did some arm movement. Eagle is about balance. Mine might not be perfect today, so I'm not promising anything. So I want you to see what my feet are doing. And then hands too. Okay, so with eagle, your hip width apart. Then you shift your weight to one leg. Wrap the other one around. Hang on. And then you bring the arms together. So this is what the bottom looks like. You wrap and then sit. Now I'm going to move to the top. So I'm doing left side first. Make sure toes are spread. Everything is engaged. Wrap the leg. Sit. Arms out. So the arms come together. Cross over. And this. And you want them to be at shoulder, at about shoulder height. And keep that foot. Try to keep the balance. My balance isn't the greatest today, so I'm not promising perfection. I can normally do that easily, but this is like what, day 2 out of the hospital. Now we'll try it to the right. It's the same thing. I close my eyes because the noise of the world can interfere. But a good thing for balance is looking at where the floor and the wall meet, like this, right? You look like right there. And then that's how you can find balance easily. And the difference is with eagle on this side is your right arm is forward. And the left, your left arm is forward. And you squeeze those thighs together. Squeeze the thighs, arms, and hold for as long as you can. I'm sorry I can't hold it for long today, but you understand the movement. You will feel a bit of pulling in the shoulders. Now, you need to understand your body and its pain. I think we have a few more people have joined. Margaret, thank you for coming. So, sharp pain, stop. Stretch, okay. But sometimes when we stretch things like this, you'll feel it a bit here. But it's not, it's a different stretch feeling. If it radiates, stop. If it's really sharp, stop. But there are tendons and ligaments that need to learn movement again. So left side, right side. When you're in this position and you sit, you're really squeezing the thighs together. I can do it better on the right, so I'll just stay on the right. Yeah. Maybe that's the end of my balance day. But you're squeezing your thighs together, you're keeping them composed. And I don't expect perfection for myself all the time. And you shouldn't either. You'll have off days and you'll have days that are great. Eagle is for the third eye. It connects that vision. It is a beautiful pose, and literally, but why I chose it was because that day we needed to come in. We needed to contain, not expand. We needed to contain. And then the next day was a supported back bend. It was a bit chilly a moment ago, so that's why I had that on. Okay, so before doing back work, I think last time I mentioned getting one of these, like getting one of those Amazon kits. They're absolutely freaking amazing, to be honest. I'm sure you can get them anywhere, but. So this is how you can kind of open up your back a little safer. Put it at the small of your spine. And if you want to roll a little bit, you can. This completely opens up your spine in that amount of time. So for a supported back bend, you're taking our hands at our lower back, feet hip width apart. Squeeze your shoulders together, engage your glutes. And this was for the throat, I think. Throat, heart. You get both here. Because if you're squeezing your shoulder blades together and you're opening up your heart to the heavens. Yes, this was heart. Breathe in. Squeeze. If you can go deeper. Only go to where your body says it's okay. Okay, so I was just reading everything just on there. My computer's far away from me and I don't have my glasses on. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, with practice and everything, it comes. So we did eagle, we did back bend. I'm going to check my notes. I am pretty sure it was then supported fish. Yeah, so now it's fish pose, which is down on the floor. So this one you lay flat. So your lower body is flat. What comes up is your chest, and your head goes into the back. Again, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Sharp pain, stop. Stretch is good. Breathe always. You should be feeling this in the middle of your back. And I want you to hug your legs together and then do just mini circles. It's like, imagine, so your pelvic bone, imagine you're just doing like circles around it. A few one way, a few the other way. Just to release the energy of fish. Now V-sits is another one that is wonderful for balance, and I will do my best, but I'm still off balance. I'm still dizzy. I'm safe. If I fall, I'm falling onto a cushy mat and I'm not falling far. There's nothing I can hit. And that's the thing, like, this is about connecting your body, your mind, your spirit. And throughout the week, adding these poses in, even just for a couple of minutes. And as we go along and more people are joining, like I said, I want to get to all 12 chakras so that then we can actually sit and do collective consciousness and galactic star. Um, and then bring that to the Friday prayer. If we do it together here, we can do it together there. And that connection, we connect here, we connect in prayer. That's freaking amazing, in my opinion. So, V-sits. Again, everything, whenever you do anything, posture is important. I know back in the old days, it was like, don't stick your chest out. But stick your chest out. That's proper posture, to be honest. This is not proper posture. This is what people do. It's not proper posture. Is your shoulders back and down, your core engaged. And then you're going to lift your legs up. Now, there's variations of this. Right now, because my balance isn't perfect, I'm going to hold. I'm opening my chest, pointing my toes. My neck is in a neutral position. Find that sweet spot that you can hold. Eventually, realistically, I should not be holding my legs, but give me a week to recover. Your glutes might be burning, or sorry, thighs. And breathe. Today is not about perfection for me. It's me showing up like I promised. I'm being in this space. Makes me feel better. So for the root, because I think that was all of the ones. So the root, aha, now I can get warrior in. I've been wanting to get warrior in for a while. So this is how we really warm up when we start yoga, is when we introduce warrior. So you're going to get back up. As you get back up, though, I want you to get back up where you're rolling your spine up. So warrior is hip width apart. This feels like it's in the way. Probably get there's too many things here. This mat is really long. Hip width apart. Make sure so your right foot, the toes are clenching the mat. We're going to take a step forward. Your back foot is going to pivot to, sorry, excuse my French. I want you to see what my feet are doing. Okay, start off here. I step forward, then I pivot that. See how it's slightly angled out this way. This leg is stability. The right leg is a bit more active. Now we get the arms involved. So step, open, and then the arms. Now your pelvis, your glutes you engage. Hands are straight out. Your toes are clenching the mat. Your pelvis is open, but slightly tucked. No arch back, tuck. See, not like this. All right, I'll pull this up. So not like that, like this, right? And then you come out into warrior one. Oh, I forgot triangle. We will get there right after warrior one. So you should be feeling this. If your right leg, left leg, sorry, is forward like mine, you're going to feel this in your quad, your thigh. It should start burning. But also what starts activating is the arms and the shoulders. And breathe with it. Then we shift front leg back. And for triangle, all we do is one hand goes down and one to the heavens. Now you're going to want to reach up high and back and down and looking up. This is triangle. This was yesterday. Get up. Either step forward, step back, or step forward. And then, of course, you do on one side, you got to do the other. So again, we're hip width apart. This time we're stepping with our right leg. Now, this step does not need to be ginormous. It needs to be comfortable for you. If you go too deep, pull it back. This is about starting to understand the process, not about showing off or anything. This is what your body is capable of doing is different from what anyone else's is. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. So remember, the left leg, the foot goes on the angle. So the back leg, it's straight. The glutes are engaged. The whole leg is stable. You're pushing back, but leaning forward at the same time. And then we bring the arms into it. And breathe in. Keep everything strong. Make sure the pelvis is tilted in. Arched backs will cause back pain. You're protecting your back by pulling your pelvis in. Open up those shoulders. When you feel ready, lean back so the front leg is now straight. Take the front arm, reaches down, and the left arm goes up to the heaven. Whoop. There's one side I'm a little less dizzy on, and this is obviously it. Or I'm more dizzy on, I should say. Engage the core, but breathe. And this is triangle. It opens up the chest. Any sharp pain, stop. Now you can step forward or step back. Last time I stepped back, this time I step forward. Those are all the poses. Now, if you want, we can do them without me yakking and as a flow. Just, but I'm not going to put them like in the specific days. I'm going to put them where it makes sense that they should go. I always start in mountain. Shift to the side. Remember, glutes engaged, toes apart, gripping the mat. You're strong, lean back, squeeze the shoulders. When you squeeze, your legs and your glutes. It takes the pressure off the low back. Release. Release, just fall forward for a moment. Roll up. Warrior. Step forward. Twist the foot out. Lean into it. Pelvic. Arms out. Rock back. Triangle. Step forward. Release. Other side. I'll do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. Forward. Feet swivels out, out like this. My foot. Then my front knee is bent. But they are anchored. Pelvic. Together. Release that low back. Come down onto your knees. Now we're on the floor. Forward hero or child resting. Child resting is more like this. Forward hero, I think, is a bit better because you get the extra stretch in the arms. So your legs are slightly spread apart. Head on the floor. And reach forward. You should feel this kind of from your tricep to your shoulder. Ultimately, we want to get all the way to the lats. And breathe. V-sits. and supported fish. Hands underneath your buttocks. Raise your chest up slightly on your elbows. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe. And relax in what's called corpse. And really, it is what it is. Generally, now in corpse, you can stay in corpse. Well, I'm not done. Does anyone want me to pull a card for them? Like specifically for them? Before I tell you a story. Oh, and you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to go run and grab it. This is my drum. It was made traditionally. Let's see, it's as traditional as they come. It's my bear drum. So earlier on in the week when we were talking about throat singing with a drum, you get the point. That will bring you into a very calm state, vibrating the throat, releasing there is important. These poses are meant to open up these centers, whether science or chakras, the centers are the same. The nerve clusters come to the same position. Soft reset. Thank you for joining. I just went through the whole thing. I don't know if you saw it, but you guys can always watch, fast forward, get to the. I don't want to teach a flow class because I'm sure many people are doing that. What I'm trying to show is how tarot, astrology, yoga, spirit, body all fit together in one. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so today we're fools in such a good way. I am going to read a poem, one I was thinking of the other day. So, like I said, the last 3 months have been crazy. But now that Mercury is direct, it's moving. But this was sort of how I felt. Let it be. 7 hours of circling. A screen that gives nothing back, but static and silence. Back and forth. Check this, check that. Save, continue, review until my bones ache from sitting on the floor. Holding together a business that feels like it's dissolving. In the dark now. Alone. Everyone hates my voice. So let it go, let it be. Let them see what the world is like without me. Whether I disappear from this earth or disappear by pulling back my love. It is my choice, my will, given from above. You guys have seen that one already. But there was a sister one to that. So as we are ending one phase and going into another, I'll share this one too. Endings. It begins with a whisper. It grows louder when you shout, whether for joy or for misery. The beginning always foreshadows the end. Those around you call your vision a nuisance, your depth destructive, your generosity taken, your heart overlooked, your mind dismissed, your soul undiscovered. I am all of this, not by choice, but by the absence of vision in others. They do not see until the silence comes, until the absence is louder than the voice, until the art is no longer breathing. And then my disappearance becomes valuable. They profit from the pain. They profit from the work. In the end, they call it legacy. But I am still here, unseen. Is not the same as gone. Those are a couple pieces I've written in the last few months with all the madness that moving from snake into horse in Mercury retrograde. Aquarius, my chart is very heavy water and earth. Aquarius moons, it's my chart looks like a tripod. Aquarius comes in and knocks it over. The hospital for a week, tumors in my head. "14 hours in a wheelchair in agony." But I know that you have been going through it too. So know that you're not alone. And know that that is now moved. And now we're starting back at the root. We're starting back at zero. I should say like this, more like a heart, right? Let the child within you breathe. Let her sing, or him sing. Let her cry if she needs to. Let her hold her favorite stuffed animal, or get a new tattoo. Be what you need to be to move from the darkness into creativity. Have I forgotten anything? I'm actually surprised I pretty much got through that. Hopefully next week my balance will be better. It takes approximately a month before the lidocaine with overdose will completely be out of my system. But I feel better today than I did yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. And I hope you all do too. So let's do one more thing. To end this off. Get in a comfortable position, whether seated, lying down. And I want you to inhale for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do that 2 more times. And I want you to bring your awareness to the top of your head, the crown. I want you to imagine it's called prana. It's a golden elixir. And it's raining down the crown of your head. It's going inside your central channel, also outside your body. And it's washing away any pain, any sorrow, any regret. That it's gentle warmth. It's like the sun. It's sweet, but its texture is not sticky, but just liquid. Let it move down into your voice. Circle there for a little while. Release anything you've said in anger that you didn't mean. Let it take it down. Let it take it to your heart. And at your heart, it's going to heal anything that has been done to you or anything that has affected you in the world. That this golden elixir It's going down your shoulders, down your back, central channel in the heart, removing all that hurts. Solar plexus, will. Was your will taken? We'll take it back. That this prana, that this elixir give you your will back. Let it drip down the small of your back into your sacral, spreading throughout your pelvis, releasing any tension in the lower back, healing anything that hurts. Then going down the root to your tailbone and out. If you need to release any tension from your legs, let it move through both legs and then out the soles of your feet. Underneath, what you're releasing is being taken and transformed. But you need to not carry it again. I know the world is in disdain. I know so many people are in pain. But we can't hold it all. So let this wash over you like the sun's glow. Not to forget, just to move forward. When you're ready, with your fingers and toes, bring yourself back to your body. If the sun is shining where you are, take a few moments outside. If it isn't today, do it tomorrow. In the quiet stillness, remember, we are all connected. We all feel. But now we can leave a lot behind and move forward together. Namaste. Please like, subscribe. My my work is how I feed my family. Just it's even subscribing for free if you feel called. And If you want me to pull cards for you in any other session, let me know. I will set that up. If you want to do it privately as well, we can do that. I hope you all enjoyed this. And remember, today we're fools. But that's okay, because that's beginnings and it's exactly where we should be. And you saw it. I didn't make any tricks to make these things come out. The root is where we start to dissolve self, and the Fool is where we begin. So everything, my purpose is to show how all this aligns and share it with you and let you understand me. So if you like and subscribe, you understand why. And I appreciate everyone that's been here. Tuesday, I'm doing with that paranormal geek. We're talking about hauntings on his channel. If that's something that interests you, I don't 11 a.m. Mountain Time, but it will come up. You can watch it again. So thank you all for coming. May you go forward in grace, in light, and love. The altar awaits, and so do I. Willow a witch, all my love.